The idol in the window, when the image becomes God. Every idol begins with an image, not an idol carved in stone, but an image carved in thought. A mind that believes it is separate must invent a picture of power to hide its fear of powerlessness. So imagine this scene. A famous man in a car, a fan on the sidewalk, a phone between them like an altar. The fan wants a signature, a symbol, proof that proximity to greatness can rub off. The man in the car refuses, flashes his phone and says, "Look, this is God. The infinite reduced to pixels, the eternal confined to glass." That's the moment the illusion is complete, when the mind confuses image with essence, symbol with source. The ego's religion is projection. It worships its own reflection and calls it God. It says, "I haven't had a drink in 15 years, and the world replies, "That's a lie, because the world only believes in guilt." When innocence stands up, the guilty mind calls it arrogance. When humility shines, pride calls it performance. But truth doesn't defend itself. Only the false self needs to explain. If it's true, it needs no defense. If it's false, defense is what keeps it alive. A Course in Miracles says the ego's first law is self-preservation, and its weapon is attack. So the ego hears correction as insult and honesty as accusation. That's what happens when two egos meet. One demands recognition, the other demands respect. Neither wants forgiveness, because forgiveness would dissolve them both. The fan says, "I believe in God because I hustle and don't hurt anyone." That is the theology of the body: salvation through effort, virtue through behavior. But God is not in the hustle. God is not in the abstinence. God is not in the autograph. God is in the mind that remembers no opposites. The scene becomes tragicomic. Two minds fighting over who honors God more, while neither remembers that God is love, not a personality contest. One brandishes sobriety, the other brandishes admiration. Both hold up images, one on a phone, one in a memory. Both say, "Look, this is truth." And both miss that the only truth is the light seeing itself. When the man says, "Be careful when you talk to me," the mask is fully revealed. That's the ego's last defense: separation. I am different. I am special. I am above. But the Christ mind never says that. It doesn't need a name, a platform, or proof. It shines quietly through every form, using even arrogance as a reminder of how fragile the idol really is. Why would a mind clutch an image of God instead of resting in God? Because an image can be managed. God cannot. The separate self survives by management, so it chooses symbols it can display and defend. This is the authority problem, where the ego believes it authored itself. If reality is authored here, approval becomes salvation, and a signature becomes sacrament. The altar moves from the heart to the headline. A picture on a phone then feels like power. But possession is not knowledge. Knowledge is shared being. A Course in Miracles teaches that what is real is shared. So the cure is not to hate images or shame the wish for recognition. The cure is to let purpose be changed. Give the image to the Holy Spirit and it becomes a classroom. Give the hunger for recognition and it becomes a reminder to recognize Christ. Then the window turns transparent. Not a star and a fan, but a brother meeting a brother in one mind. From that recognition flows the quiet law: what is given is received. Give defensiveness and isolation returns. Give defenselessness and communion appears. Form follows purpose, chosen now. Choose healing and the scene rewrites itself. The phone still exists, the street still hums, but the grievance is gone. Forgiveness is not pity, it is perception corrected. It looks past form to content and says, nothing happened to love. And when love is seen, no one is above or below. The mind that thought it needed to be admired now wants only to extend peace. The face once worshipped fades into light, and all that remains is what was always there, the stillness behind every image. This was never about fame. It was a parable of projection. The phone was the altar, the autograph the offering, the ego the priest. And yet in the same frame, salvation stands quietly by, inviting both minds to laugh together at the foolishness of worshipping what was never real. The Holy Spirit looks at the moment and smiles. He sees two sleeping brothers arguing about a dream and whispers, "Neither of you needs to prove you're real. You only need to remember you were never separate." And in that remembrance, every image fades. The phone screen goes dark. The autograph no longer matters. And what remains is the face of Christ, formless, nameless, and free.